Salutations, pimps and kinfolk. This your main man, Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, b.k.a. Lamar Davis from Grand Theft Auto 5. And I stay on top of shit all day. And the only way to stay on top of shit all day is you got to stay in the know. 24/7 magazine. I mean, this is an all day, all night read, baby. Smoke yours. Okay, I like this already.
All right, bro. So, all right, man. So first off, I appreciate you coming down. Holla at us, man.
What's up, T? What's happening, man? What's it do, man? Thank you for having me.
No problem. No problem.
You got a nice spread here, man.
Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate it. So first off, what you got going on this particular weekend?
Oh man, I'm knocking down Uptown Comedy Corner, man. Having a great time, man. 6 shows, actually 7, including Tripping on Sundays, man. I'm gonna make an appearance at Tripping on Sundays and just having a great time at ATL, man.
Oh, so you doing stand up.
Absolutely, stand up comedy here in ATL. Atlanta open, nigga. Nigga, Atlanta like what mask? They don't give a fuck. Niggas they don't even sell condoms in the liquor store, man. It's like it's real, nigga. They don't give a fuck in Atlanta.
Right. So that was gonna be my next question because Atlanta, everybody's coming this way because things are still open. Mm-hmm. Now, in reference to safety, how you feel about that going, with everything going on with COVID.
Well, I would try to. I'm making sure that I'm practicing social distancing guidelines as much as possible. However, I ain't finna live in fear, man. We go out here and live, man. This is what it is. Motherfuckers are scared of COVID and shit, nigga. You can choke on a grape in your house. So you know what I'm saying? If it's time for you to go, my nigga, it's time for you to go. You can get bit by one of them nasty ass roaches in your house. You know them motherfuckers carrying diseases.
So throughout the whole COVID experience, for LA in particular, the entertainment industry, what type of I guess pitfalls have y'all had? Being that they've shut almost a lot of stuff down, basically.
Man, the pitfalls is just no work, period. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are scrambling. This is sink and swim type of time right now. You're going to find out who the real hustlers are. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of COVID, it's tough, man. You got some people who, depended on the film industry for their survival, man, and not just actors and comedians. But you got crew members, you got, crews, production crews, people. It's a lot of people affected by that right now. So motherfuckers just got to get in where they fit in and try to pick up on some of their secondary skills like baking or something, niggas. Get this shit cracking, nigga.
Right. Now, I wanted to mention to you in particular, when I was in college, this is around, I started college in 2002, so during that time, obviously we was early in the internet game. Mm-hmm. And one of my earliest memories of you in particular was when I was watching YouTube and all the rage, the book, you know what I'm saying?
Do some real nigga shit, nigga. Do some real nigga shit. Dunk a basketball, nigga.
Yeah, man. So that's how long ago it was, and we just seeing how the progression and how everything has been going, overall throughout the years. Can you kind of break down what those skits were about? Because back then we didn't have as much information as now. And it seemed like it was more authentic back in the day where the internet was fun because everything wasn't actually, it was more
before the
organic.
Business. Yeah, before the business got into it, before the fake shit got into it. Man, that shit was dope, man. All the Rage, man, was like my introduction. One of my introductions, man, one of my bigger introductions to the internet, man. You know what I'm saying? I originally, me doing sketches predates the internet. I did my first sketch in 1993, and it was called First Impressions, and it was directed and written by my friend Jason Van Veen. I wonder what I said. So if you know anybody that has first impressions, you know what I'm saying, please have them send it to me, man. I don't know where it said. It floated around somewhere. One of my boys at Grambling, he went to Grambling years ago, and he told me he saw it. But it was like on a VHS or something. But that's how old it was. But in terms of the internet, all the rage, was it was actually an advertisement for Aaron McGruder's book, and Aaron asked to have some brothers, you know, kind of berate and talk down on the book in a satirical type of fashion, you know. They go, I'll go buy 20 of these books and shit on them. Go buy 20 of them, you know what I'm saying, and shit on, you know what I'm saying. So it was fun, you know what I'm saying. You know, I've been ignorant a whole lot of years, man. I've been ignorant most of my life, man. Like, you know what I'm saying. I come from an ignorant tribe of people. You know what I'm talking about? As far as, you know, only as far as, you know, ignorant comedically, you know what I'm saying, and clowning and personalities and shit. So, you know, that was fun. We got on those sketches and.
So were they improv or were they written? Like, you know, even with the dialogue?
That was improv.
Because y'all was all over the place, and it's like, I mean, the edits were great because it's like you would pop in out the background, and then I remember at the end I think there was more than one version. Because one of them at the end, you was across the street, and you was like, "Fuck the white man and his books."
You remember that?
Yeah, man. We used to watch it like literally all the time. And
fuck the white man and his books and all that shit, nigga.
That's the thing, you know. So just looking at how much the internet has changed and how things are going now, like, how do you feel about that overall?
I love seeing the progression. I love seeing the internet grow like it is. You know, it's leveling the playing field. You know what I'm saying? It's like cutting out the middleman and allowing people to, you know, allowing artists to get directly to the fans and the people that want to see the stuff. So I really appreciate it, man. I like the progression, man. And I like seeing these young creators, you know, get out there and create and throw their hat in the ring, man. It's a wonderful thing.
Right. So, you know, after you know, the Boondocks came out and things like that, you know, you have Black Jesus. You know, tell us about how Black Jesus came about.
Black Jesus is actually in the All the Rage family. You know, Black Jesus came from, you know, All the Rage came first. You know, that's my introduction to Aaron McGruder, you know, through my friend Jason Van Veen. You know, Aaron asked Jason originally to do the All the Rage, you know, sketches or whatever. And, you know, Jason's more of a writer, you know what I'm saying, more of a writer and director or whatever. And he told Aaron, hey, I know some brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's real ignorant, you know what I'm talking about, and I can bring them down and, you know, they have some fun with it. So Jason invited me and Dominique and a couple more friends. My buddy Chris J. Alex, he's actually in the All the Rage skit, and that's crazy because it's not crazy, but years later, this dude's one of the cartoon voices on a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That one that said, support the troops, nigga, support the troops. That's Chris J. Alex, man.
In slow motion. Yeah.
But after we did All the Rage, you know, we did a few sketches in that time, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was a lot of content right there. And I think Aaron kind of watched it and kind of took a liking to my personality. And you know, I like to say he saw Jesus in me, you know, and it was a concept that he had that he wanted to run with. And it hadn't even came to fruition as far as on being on paper. It was no script. It was nothing, you know what I'm saying? But this is something that was running around in Aaron's mind. And I guess, you know, he saw Jesus in me in that regard, you know what I'm saying? And I thank him for that. And we shot the sketches. You know, Black Jesus was originally part of the Super Rumble Mix Show, and one of the sketches on the Super Rumble Mix Show. So when that dropped on YouTube around the time, again, that was 08, 07, 06. I don't know if it was 06 or 08, but whatever. Your shit was still new. The internet was still new. Niggas was still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But it just lived on YouTube for a while. And Aaron already had a relationship with Adult Swim, so I'm sure they were watching it and checking it out, you know what I mean, and watching it grow. And when the time was right, you know, Aaron got the pilot.
Right. Now you got the opportunity to work with some late greats, you know, particularly John Witherspoon and Charlie Murphy. You know, I guess what did you take from their legacy, you know, each individually?
Man, what I took from Charlie Murphy and John Witherspoon's legacy is don't stop. You know, again, I'm inspired by those dudes. because, John worked until his last day, and so did Charlie. You know what I'm saying? And Charlie, both of them actually, they've been around for years, but they didn't start getting the looks until, they got up in life. Charlie was in his 40s when he finally started getting the looks that he deserved. You know what I mean? And same with John. Well, I can't say the same with John. John kind of been since the 70s, man. He been popping, you know what I'm saying, here and there. But I guess we just discovered him. We being our generation probably just discovered John Witherspoon and Charlie Murray kind of. But what I got from him, man, was to, never give up and, keep putting in that hard work. And you never know when your time in the light is going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
So, obviously, you've done quite a few different types of work, over the years. In particular, I mentioned you to a friend of mine the other day, and when I was talking about Grand Theft Auto 5, he immediately was like, yeah, he knew all about Lamar, you know what I mean? So tell us about Lamar and the difference between doing voice acting versus physically acting.
All right. Well, Lamar's a dickhead. Lamar's that cousin, that homeboy you got. You love this nigga, but he just can't get right. Lamar always got some cockamamie scheme to get you some money or get your ass in trouble, one or the other. But Lamar don't, at the same time, Lamar don't mean nobody no harm. It's crazy. Lamar is Franklin, who is one of the main protagonists on GTA 5. He's Franklin's best friend, homeboy from the same hood, and they always get into some shit. Yeah, Lamar's man.
So when you're doing voice acting, how do you how do you prepare for that in particular? And like, is that improv as well, or a little bit of both, or how does that work?
Absolutely, it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. A little bit of improv and a little bit of preparation. I'm gonna read the script, and try to, figure out who this guy is or what I'm going to bring to this guy or this person. I'm high as mother right now, but you had asked me some shit about voice acting a second ago or something else. You said, "What's the difference?" or some shit.
I was like, how do you approach it, and in reference to improv?
Okay, yeah, man. A lot of times when I get a job, to be honest with you, man, I've been given some opportunities, man, with people they feeling me and they'll reach out to me because they'll look for my energy or what I might be able to bring to a certain type of character. So as far as preparation go, I just read him and check him out, man, and shit, man, I put my twist on him. Like, again, he might say a few certain thing on the script, but it might not feel right rolling off my tongue for me. So, I think that's becoming my thing, man. I kind of always gotta put a little bit of me. I've been getting known for some of my language, you know what I'm saying? Some of the things I say. So I gotta always kind of throw a little flair into every character, man. You know what I mean? Even anybody, man. I'm high as fuck, T. I'm high as fuck, man.
Right. So, we actually yesterday, I heard that you were doing some voice acting, yesterday. Did he talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. It was actually more than voice acting. That's what I thought it was. But it was more on camera work for Comedy Hype. You know what I'm saying? Comedy Hype News. Man, you got to check those guys out, man. Comedy Hype News, man. Premier source, everything comedy, man. That shit. They got original content. So, not necessarily to plug them, but shout out to Comedy Hype News. They had me come down and do how can I call it? They're doing original content. They're doing original content, which we talked about some great moments in history, great moments in comedy history. And I thought it was going to be a VO, but I was actually on camera kind of like this.
Oh, okay. So, I actually, when I heard that, I was thinking, and I was doing some research in reference to what's going on right now with you. I saw Space Jam. Can you talk about that right now or what?
Space Jam is gonna be a great movie.
Okay. Okay, enough said. Enough said.
I mean, blessed. Thankful for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Lee reached out to me. And yeah, man, that was great. That was dope. He threw me an alley-oop, man, and I dunked that motherfucker.
Got you. So far, what has been your favorite role to date?
Man, T, to be honest with you, all of them my favorite because they also near and dear to me, man. Because, my whole career thus far, and to this point in my journey, man, it's been amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? I have no favorites because they, of course some were bigger than others. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to the ones that feed me and paid the way for my family to survive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But all of them, man, just like you just mentioned, you know what I'm saying? The first one you just mentioned, All the Rage, you know what I'm saying? There are people that probably love Black Jesus, love Lamar Davis, right? You know what I'm saying? And watching this, like, what is he talking about, All the Rage? You know what I'm saying? The G Code, shit, all that shit, man. All the stuff I did at ADD, it's all equally appreciated.
Yeah, and I agree with that because that's what I hold dear to myself, is All the Rage because that's where I was introduced. And, like I said, back then, in college and going through whatever we was going through, just trying to make our way through it, that type of content is that was like the glory days of the internet to me. And I remember that at some point them videos, they removed them. I don't know what happened, if there was controversy going on. You could explain it better than anybody because I've always wanted to ask that, like what happened during that time, because they're also, aside from that All the Rage stuff, that might have been included because the battle rap part where my man got punched.
Tuesday, and nigga was crying in the corner.
I'm tired of this shit.
That shit was funny as a motherfucker, man. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. Oh, we had fun, man. I don't know why all of it got removed, but I remember when Black Jesus got the light, snatch all that shit down. We finna snatch all of it down. And, Aaron did that in if I remember correctly, it was like he had to take it down because we didn't want to ruin chances for the show. Because the wrong people would have seen his earlier sketches and got them wrong, wrong idea about the show and started, because he knew it was going to be some controversy and some backlash for it off top. And if you gave him anything before you could really give him the finished product that, that might have, jeopardized what was going on. So he snatched off all that shit.
Well, that's good to know because I always wondered because we was mad. We go and looking, trying to find somebody else who uploaded it, and then like it would surface later, and then it would be gone again. So I think at one point it was on World Star back in the day. We would find other people who uploaded, and we was just trying to, because we would watch it over and over and over again, man. So that's one of those classic times in the internet, period. Because it also happened, that punch happened was when the battle rap, I can't remember, Nix. I think Nix was his name.
I'm styling on you.
Yeah.
That was a direct parody of that.
Yeah. So,
that nigga was in his face, man. Oh boy, got tired of that shit. Gave that nigga cool ass knuckle sandwich. He was right in the middle of his mark.
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga.
Yeah, so it was like all the controversy that was going around during that time. And then the skit came right after that. So, that, like I said, I got a good memory overall, but that sticks in my mind to this day. So.
And it's funny you mentioned that, that the battle rap happened and then the skit came out. I just want to take that back to what we were talking about, the internet and the playing field being even. You know what I'm saying? How, hey, man, you got to be up on it and you can put some shit out quick, man. You ain't got to wait for these big companies and studios and shit, and you know what I'm saying? It's nice to have OPM, other people's money, but if you ain't got nothing, get your, put that shit out, man. Fuck it. You never know what's gonna happen.
Right. And that's how it felt back then. It was like, all right, when we get on, we gonna film this, we gonna put this together, do this, that, and the third. But now we actually have that access to put things out ourselves, and even from Roku and streaming things and stuff like that, you can get a channel on a Roku.
Man, Hulu is now, if I'm not mistaken, that was Hulu. they now taking advertisement from people. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to have like regular motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You want to advertise some shit, your shit right, then come up here. You can advertise right next to Colgate, nigga.
Oh,
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? So it's gonna, you know, man, the playing field is getting even, man.
Now, what can you tell me about for somebody who's never seen any of the films, Sharknado? Because we did a cover story on Cassie Cerebro a couple years ago, and she's like one of the main characters in I think majority of the Sharknado films. But I've never actually seen it, you know. But I saw you got a credit on there. So what can you tell us about that film in particular?
Sharknado is off the chain. It's a sci-fi thriller, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people are overly critical of things. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all, man. Sometimes let's some fantasy, you know, let's watch some crazy shit sometimes. Let's be entertained by some crazy shit. It's cool. Motherfucking shark, it's a Sharknado. You know what I'm saying? Tornado of sharks. These motherfuckers is flying around biting niggas and shit, man. Eat niggas' asses. But guess what? They didn't eat my ass. I survived. Motherfucking, hey, my character got bit, you know what I'm saying? But if you watch the movie, you still see him talking at the end. You still see him talking. So I say the nigga live. You know what I'm talking about? He was talking, he trying to holler at a bitch. He was with it. He was good.
Man, but, oh my God. So, you know, yeah, you say had the critical about the film series as a whole, but it was like seven of them films, right?
Mm-hmm.
Total?
And it was 6, 7 films worth of people that really love to see that shit. So that is there. It wouldn't have been 7 if somebody didn't love to see it. So,
Absolutely.
Hey man, it might not be my cup of tea or your cup of tea, but shit, it's somebody else's big gallon of sweet tea.
Yeah, I got some relatives that they're always watching sci-fi based stuff. So that might have been right up their alley.
That shit was fun, man. You know, again, man, I've been blessed, man, because, you know, sometimes I forget about shit. I did sci-fi movies, zombie movies. Always looking for more, man. That's just amazing, man. You know, being able to, you know, go across all these different genres and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just dope, man. And Sharknado was amazing.
Now, one movie that I did see was John Henry. Bruh.
Yeah, man. He lived too, man. He lived too. I don't care, man. You just seen blood on the tree. So what? He lived. You saw blood on the tree, so what? He can't, he all right.
Now with filmmaking, because, you know, one thing that you know, I consider myself a movie buff. You know, I've been watching movies for the longest, and you know, as a creative as well, you know, there's certain things that I notice in film. And what do you feel about John Henry in particular? Because it was a lot. It was a lot going on. And I just, you know, you having veteran actors as well as new actors. You like, how does that work in reference to dealing with directors and things of that nature? Because you're an actor in the film, but you don't always control what happens. So at any point, is it like, hey man, this don't seem right. You know, should we do it this way? Do you do that or no? Or do you have that particular power?
Man, not in that film I didn't, I don't think. You know, you seen my scene. It wasn't much, man. Look, man, give me my little check, man. Let me go home, man. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't tripping, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't be tripping on what's going on in the movie. As long as my character ain't doing no suspect shit, I'm cool. Hey, homie, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? John Henry was entertaining to me. I enjoyed it. Again, it might not be everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? But I just like to be high and watching some shit. Right. It was cool.
So what's the goal? You know, like I guess your dream role. Like, what would you really like to accomplish at this point in your career?
Action hero, superhero, action hero, or like some noble ass doctor, or like a love interest. Like I really want to be like a lead man. You know what I'm talking about? With a bad one. I want to be in a movie with Sanaa Lathan. Where she chasing me and she really want to be with a nigga and I don't want to be with her, but I have to get my ways right and I come around and I tell her, yeah, baby, I'm gonna let you win.
Right.
Yeah.
So but you actually do have a couple leads, you know, in some films, you know. What were those like, and how did you approach those? And you know, versus the some of the smaller roles that you had.
I approach them all the same way, man. You know what I'm saying? With passion. and the energy. You know, honestly, T, I don't read into it as much. That should be sounding dope when you be asking me them kind of questions like a nigga deep and shit. I just go do the shit and have fun. My key, the thing for me is to have fun. If I'm not having fun, it's on, man. Come on, man. My best projects and most successful projects, I think I have fun the most. When I'm having fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm an artist, bro. I'm a creative. It's not that deep for me. You know what I'm saying? I just go have fun. Like, okay, I'm reading the script, looking at what's going on, analyzing the scene or whatever, and then shit, just have fun with it.
Gotcha.
You know, this is like, man, come on, man, motherfucker get paid to play make-believe, man. So, you know, you can't make it too hard.
Right. So, you know, these days, you know, and us going through COVID, you know, and things of that nature, and you say you got to keep working, keep hustling. You know, what you got coming up in the near future?
Oh, I got a lot of shit coming up, T. I got a lot of shit coming up. I got a couple movies. Dirty Cops LA, written and directed by my good partner, I Am Joey, the director. Kings of LA, written and directed by another good partner of mine, Van Elder, who's also the writer and director of the G Code series and the Everest College commercial. I got a short film coming out on Valentine's Day, starring myself, Daphne Springs, and Teddy Ray, called Why She Keeps Scratching. That's on my YouTube channel. Find out why she keeps scratching. February 14th, man. I'm doing a lot of stuff on my YouTube now. Getting back on my podcast, Smoke Yours Live. I got another show that I'm working on called Pimps and Kinfolk. Man. What else I'm doing? Got a couple sitcoms.
Web series?
Huh?
Your web series?
My web series, yeah, the Pimps and Kinfolk, and Smoke Yours Live. Oh yeah, and GTA Live. GTA. Wow, yeah, I jumped on and started getting on my GTA content a little bit more, man, with the help of my good friend PlayStation Haven. We got a series that we put out together called the GTA 5 Real Life Comparisons. You know what I'm saying? In which we take you to the real life places that the Los Santos was modeled after. It's a real dope series, man. Make sure y'all check that out. Man, a lot of shit. I got my hand everywhere. I'm doing stand-up comedy. I'm performing at comedy clubs, senior citizen homes, supermarket parking lots, wherever I can get some bread at, man. Let's do that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
All right. You know, now I want to ask you about LA culture real quick, because I'm somebody who's never been to LA, California at all. You know, so you know, you being from out there, you know, what's I guess as a whole, how can you describe that culture out there?
LA culture.
Or just being from Cali, because you know I'm a military brat originally, and I done been all over the place except the West Coast.
Man, it's hard to describe it other than, you know, where I'm from, where I live. You know, I was born in Arkansas. You know, where I lived there since I was 10 years old. I moved to California. My mom, she relocated us, and so I grew up in California. So, you know, that's where I got my game from. I'm from California, and it's kind of hard to describe it. I can't describe it as nothing but home. You know, it's like anybody, any other place, man. I mean, I've been around a little bit, but it's just like any other place. It shares its you know, ups and downs and shit. You know, but the culture is, we cool, we chill, we smoke a lot of weed, we chill, you know what I'm talking about? We enjoy we enjoy open spaces and shit. I don't know. Cali's good, man.
Well, I say that because, you know, in reference, we've been talking about the internet and how, you know, for me growing up, when somebody was from where they was from, you could tell. And now everything is blended in, especially like from an artist perspective. And I know you did music back in the day, but you knew where people was coming from just based on the way they operated. But now, since we're all on the internet, everybody's
picking up from each other.
Yeah, blended in.
That's right. That's real. Because, you know, cats, you know, the fashion, the slang, we all trading it. You know what I'm saying? We all trading it. So, you know, But ultimately, when you go to these cities and you deal with these people, or you deal with these, different people from different cities on a mass scale, you can see the differences in the types. I like to see the world go to a more relaxed and chill vibe, and you know what I mean. It's hard, like all this censorship shit. It is important that everybody's respected. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't want to just be out here talking shit about people and hurting people and being malicious and you know what I'm saying, and misogynist or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, man, stop being a pussy, man. It's like, I don't know. I'm high as fuck, T. And I just wish people would just chill out, man. Just fucking chill out, bro.
All right, bro. Well, we good, man. I appreciate you coming through. Good information, especially I definitely wanted to know about that all the rage situation. That's my one of my favorite times in the internet. So appreciate your work. Thanks for coming through again, and we'll be looking out for you in the future, man.
Man, thank you for having me, man, in this nice, illustrious ass spot, man. If y'all don't know, T got a nice spot. This motherfucker over here nice, man. This motherfucker's like a little mini Shangri-La. You know what I'm talking about? The dancing bitches in the fountain and shit. Thank you.